record. Okay, fine. So we were discussing about the set data structure. First, try to understand what is set data structure. If we want to represent a group of unique value as a single entity, then we should go with the set. And second point, what we had discussed in second point, we had discussed in case of set, duplication will not be allowed. Duplication function will not be allowed. Duplication element will not be allowed. Insertion order will not be preserved. If insertion order will not be preserved, then index concept will not come into the picture. Third point, if indexing is not coming into the picture, what is the use of the slicing? Slicing will also not come into the picture. Next point we had seen, that is fifth point, heterogeneous element is allowed or not? Yes, it's allowed. Set object are mutable. That is, once we create a set, we can change the value. We can change the value. We can change the update the things as per our requirement. Okay, so these are the things we had seen so far, so forth in case of set. Okay, next is we can apply the mathematical operation whatever we had seen in our +2, means union, intersection. We had seen many things, right? In case of set, we can do the union of two set, we can do the intersection of two set. Yes, we can do everything, each and everything we can do inside of set. Inside of set we can do everything, means what are the mathematical operation we had seen so far, so forth, everything we can do. Now, definition of the set, how to create a set. Set can be create like how the list we are creating. Can anyone please tell me how we are going to define the string? String we can define. Yes, hello. Yeah. Okay, I am not audible. Acha, sorry, maybe. It's okay, right? Okay, fine. Okay, actually I connected just with my another laptop and I forget to unmute myself. Sorry. Thank you for reminding. No worries, we can. Yeah, sure. Anyway, it's a we missed our voice, right? So we can repeat. No worries. It's not a big deal. Okay. So we were discussing about the set data structure. Please mute yourself, everyone. So I will unmute. Okay, now I am also unmute. So what is that? Now am I audible, right? Yes, just give me the confirmation. Yeah. Okay, so we were discussing about the set data structure. What is the set data structure? Set is kind of, in case of mathematics in +2 we had learned set theory, right? So everything is similar. What is the set? If you want to represent a group of unique object, unique, whenever I am saying unique, means unique that duplication will not be allowed, right? So that is the, if you want to represent that kind of object in a single entity, then always go with the set data structure. So when you understood, when we used to use the set data structure where duplication is not allowed and insertion order will not also preserve, means in which order you are inserting the element, in the same order, in same order element cannot be fetched, right? Indexing and slicing not allowed. If index, see, I told you insertion order will not be preserved. If insertion order will not be preserved, then what is the use of indexing, right? So this is the one thing. Heterogeneous element are allowed. Yes, we can store different kind of element like a list, tuple, whatever things are there, everything we can store inside a set. Object are mutable. That is, once you create a set, mutable, whenever I am saying the mutable, means whenever I am saying the mutable in the sense of, once we are creating the set, then if our requirement came into the picture, like, no, I want to add 4-5 more unique element, then yes, we can do set, we can add. But in case of tuple, this facility was not there. But yes, insertion order will not preserve, but sorting of the element we can do in case of set. And sort, in order to do the sort, we had learned two techniques in Python. One is sort function, another is the sorted function. So sorted and sort, I guess everyone knows the difference between the sort and sorted. Very favorite unique interview question. What is the difference between the sort and sorted? Okay, so I guess in some of the interview I had faced, and I used to ask this question in every interview right now: what is the difference between the sort and sorted? So it's a, whenever your application is very concerned towards the memory, then always go with the sort function. Well, yes, whenever your application is don't care about the memory, how the memory consumption is going on, then go with the sorted. Again, another interview question is: sort function is applicable in tuple? No, it is not applicable at all. Why not? You have to give the answer in the next class. I keep this question, and I posted many of assignment also in last class. I haven't got any of the assignment yet. Please submit your assignment as soon as possible, because based on that only you are going to judge for the interview. Okay, so string we are going to represent with this. Okay, so list we are going to represent by this symbol. Tuple we are going to represent by this symbol. And now set we are going to discuss about the set. So set is going to represent by this symbol. Understood? Any doubt? So how to represent the set? Set can be represented by this way. Okay, now let me define one set. Okay, so let me define one set. What we are trying to do, we are going to create one set. This is the variable name, guys. Again, I'm saying this is the variable name. You can give any name, it's up to you. And here we are going to define 10, 25, 6, 20, no, 20. And now print set. Now, if you want to check that, okay, let me execute this code. What is that? Okay, indentation issue. Sorry, it's indentation. See, in case of Python, indentation is very important. Indentation means space at all, very important. So you can see I am getting my set. Now, if you want to check what is the data type, how we can check the data type? Print type and set. And yes, if you can execute this, yes, I am getting the set. Okay, understood? Any doubt? Let me show you one more thing. Where this data is got stored, can anyone please tell me how we can check? There is the function, inbuilt function id, and on top of that id you can pass this, okay, set. And if you can execute, yes, this data structure, this data is got stored at this location in my memory, right? Okay, cool, eh? Now just try to understand if typecasting. Now try to understand, let's suppose we have a list of 10 comma, okay, I told one more thing. First point is clear, right? If you want to represent a unique or value, unique wala value is not clear yet. Okay, fine. So what I'm trying to say, if let's suppose if I want to add one more 20 and 10 multiple times same element, and if we want to print this value, what is going to happen? Just try to understand. See, I am still getting a unique value, though in our set we have a repetition, we have a duplication, but set is not going to take those pointer into the point. Okay, the 20 multiple times are there, 10 is also multiple times are available. So set is not going to take care at all those things. It is going to remove these things. It will always store a unique element. Okay, cool hai. So now with this, now next, let's suppose this is all about the set. Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have a set. We have an empty set. Let's suppose if we are creating, I told you set we can create with this bracket. And if we want to check this type of set, this type of S, what will be the output of this? Can anyone please tell me what will be the output? What should be the output of this line number 33? Anyone? No? Okay, I am getting dictionary. So one catch are there. If you want to create the empty set, then intentionally we have to define inside of set function. Inside of set function. So what I was saying, let's suppose if you want to define S as a set, so how you can empty set? So you should always define like this, and then if you can check this print type of set. Okay, just a minute, just a minute. So here you have to define this. Wait a minute. Yes, still it is coming dictionary. I don't think it should come as a dictionary. Just a minute. Why this error is coming? Set. This is the set. Yes. And print as type as. Yes, it should come. Okay. Maybe. Just a minute. Now if we can execute this set. Yes, this is the correct only. Line number 35 as is equal to set. Okay. Just a minute. This is equal to, yes, type of s print type of s. If we can do, yes, it is coming here. I don't know why this interpreter is giving error. It should not throw error. In console we are able to print, but in the interpreter why it is throwing an error? Is it something we missed here? Anyways, don't waste our time. What we can do, we can create a new Python file and set underscore 2, and here we are going to test this. Let me check this. Yes, it is coming. Maybe in this file, in that previous wala file, maybe there is some uncommented line or self or something is there which is missing. Let me check that. We'll see about that. But anyway, if you are going to, what I was saying, let's suppose if you want, if you want to create a set, I told you set can be represented with the help of this symbol, right? No doubt. But if we are checking this thing with the print type of s, if we are trying to check this and if we are going to print this, then I am getting dictionary. So if you want to represent, if you want to create an empty set, then always use a set function. Always use the set function to create an empty set. Then only it will create a set. Otherwise it will create a empty set. Like inside of list, how we are creating the empty list, L is equal to, like this we were creating the empty list, and but and the later on if we were checking the print type of L, then it was showing list, right? But in case of set, it is not possible at all. So what are the difference? You know now, set and other data structure. So in set, duplication will not allowed. Second, insertion order will not preserve. Why I am saying insertion order will not preserve? Just try to understand this line also. Okay, so so what I was saying, let's suppose we have a set. Let's suppose we have a set. This set we have, and if we want to check print as, and I am getting 10, 20, 30. Okay, let me make something to 0. And if now we are going to do, now we are going to execute. Now see, 2 and 0 I added at the last, but it is coming at the first. So in which order? It is not like that always is doing the shortening. No, don't think like this. It is insertion order itself is not getting preserved in case of set data structure. So in which order we are adding the element, in same order data will fetch. That is not the case. That will be not a case, right? So that's what it is not going to preserve at all. Okay, cool hai. Now we are going to discuss about the important function of the set. Make it, instead of writing set, I can change the name it as a set function. That will be very, very good. Okay, now what we are trying to do, just try to understand this. Now we are going to discuss about the important function of the set. So as I told you, right, it's a mutable in nature. So if any data structure is mutable in nature, what are the function we can do? We can apply add function, we can apply update function. These are the function. Insert, these are the function is okay, right? So what are the function we had seen in case of list? Okay, so I always go through like this only. So one data structure, learn and try to make a difference. So all function we are going to check, and now go to the set function, and yes, len, and let's understand what are the function is applicable and what are the function will not applicable. Len, should len function will be applicable or not? I'm asking with you all guys. See, you know the data structure. Now your presence of mind should tell whether we should apply this function or not, right? Len function should be applicable. How you can check length? We can calculate, right? At least we can calculate the length of the data structure. So should applicable. Okay, count function, will it applicable or not? No, count function will not apply. Why? Yes. So what I was saying, just try to understand. Mute yourself, please. Actually, your voice, whenever you are unmuting yourself, your voice is getting recall. Others is not getting this kind of problem. Okay, let's suppose if we have this kind of thing, duplicate data are there, right? And if we are going to define inside of set, then set itself is going to remove the duplicate element. After removal, what are the remaining data are available? That how we can check what is the length of the data. So that we can check with the length function. Okay, so should applicable, count function should applicable or not? No, it should not applicable, because I know in a set every element will present only once. So count function should not applicable. Okay, index, no, because insertion order itself is not preserving. What is the use of the index? No, not applicable. Now you know how, when we should use this function, when we should not use this function. That's what I always used to come up with this kind of picture. Insert, no. Insert function will insert the element at particular index, so it will not applicable. Has index is also itself is not in the picture. What is the use of the insert? Not applicable. Append is applicable? No, it is also not applicable. Append will use to add the element at the last of the data structure, but I told you here insertion order itself is not preserving the what is the last, what is the first. Not applicable. Okay, remove, will it applicable? Yes, remove function will be applicable. As I told you, right, insertion order will be preserved, sorry, mutable in nature. Set is mutable in nature, so we can add the element, right? Applicable. Now pop, will it applicable? No, it's not applicable. Pop will remove the element from the last of the data structure. But again, I told you, insertion order itself is not preserving, then what is the last and what is the first? Not applicable. Reverse, no, it is also not applicable. See, reverse means if there is a order, if there will be order of the element in which order we are inserting, then reverse function will come into the picture, right? But insertion order itself is not preserving, then what is the use of reverse function? Not applicable. Sort, yes, we can do, applicable. Any doubt? Now let's understand all function one by one. Okay, just first try to understand the set data structure. Sorry, add function. This is the add function we are going to discuss. Let's suppose we have a set. We have a set, and now if you want to add new element, if you want to add a new element, s dot add, and here we are going to add a 40, and afterwards if you want to print s, what will they give? New data structure came into the picture with 40, and see here sorting is not happened, right? So I don't know in which order it will insert. It's all about the interpreter. Based on the interpreter to interpreter, this output will get changed. Let's suppose today I'm running in my laptop, so I'm getting the output 40, 10, 20, 30. But let's suppose tomorrow you will run this code in your laptop, it might be 10 will be at the first place. So there is no hard and fast rule which element will be stored at which place, right? So we can add the element. Let's suppose if you want to add 30 once again, okay, if you want to add the 30, and afterwards if we are trying to print yes, what should be the output? It's not getting update, right? So if you want to add the duplicate element, set will not accept at all. Set will remove that things, set will ignore those things. Okay, now this is all about the add function. Now we are going to discuss about the update function. Second function was update function. What do you mean by the update function? What do you mean by the update function? In general term I'm asking, what do you mean by the update? If we are trying to update something, that is known as the update. If we are trying to manipulate something, that is known as the update. So let's understand the update function itself. So let me copy this set itself, and as dot update, if we are calling the update, and here see in case of add we can add the element one by one, right? But in case of update we can add the element multiple element at a time. How we can add the multiple element? Just try to understand in this sense. So what I was saying here, s dot update we are trying to do, and now here what we are trying to do, what are the things you want to add? You want to add, let's suppose one list you want to add inside of this set. So how we can create a list? So here we can add 10 comma 20 comma 30, okay, and comma PyBron, okay, PyBron. If we are creating the PyBron, and then if you want to add that, so how we can add those things? So here we are going to define L, and let me execute this. Okay, why it is update L? Okay. So just a minute. Okay, I haven't print that. My bad, it's getting update, but I have to print, right? Then only the status will get update. Now you can see, right? So 10, 20, 30, I created a list, but it got added. It got added, no doubt at all. It got added 30. Okay, it's written as a 10.20, right? So that's what. Now, it got added, but you know, this 10, 20, and 30 was same inside of S, so that it not got add that thing. It simply remove those things and it only add the PyBron. Make sense? Any doubt? Let's suppose. So now you are able to understand what is the difference between the add and set. Sorry, update function. Add will add the element one by one. Update will update the element multiple element at a time. Okay, so this is the difference between the add and update function. So let me make a difference. What is the difference? This is the question. Is many time I face. I used to keep these things in my drive. At the end of the class, you will get all those things. Don't worry, because if I'll give you the complete soft copy, you will not do the practice at all. You will simply do the copy pasting for sure. So that's what I always used to give the Python file. At least you can open these things in your PyCharm or any kind of interpreter. So what is the difference between the add and update function? So I guess I am expecting this answer with you. Add function will add the element from one by one, and update will update the element in a bulk. Okay, now. Okay, now remove function. Yes, remove function. I told you remove function can be, are we able to use remove function or not? Yes, remove function we can use. Remove function. Let's suppose if you want to remove, let's suppose we have a set like 10, 20, 30, 40, this kind of set we have. 40, 10, 30, 20, this kind of set we have. And if you want to remove something from this set, then we can do or not? Yes, we can do. So let's suppose as dot remove, if you are calling remove, and here if you are passing 30, if you are passing 30, and afterwards if you are printing s, can you see this? 30 got removed. Let's suppose if you want to remove 50, which is not present here, what will be there? What should be the output? I am getting error. Why? If we are trying to remove something and that element itself is not present, then interpreter will give you a error. What is that error? Key error. 50 is not present and you want to remove, right? So make sure if you want to remove the element, that element should present inside of that thing. Okay, so let's suppose, so now you understood the remove function, right? There is a one more function, is that discard function. What is the difference between the discard? Okay, just a minute, let me make it 30 only so that this error will not come. And now just I am trying to copy this line of code here itself. Here itself, if I am copying this, and now instead of writing remove, I am calling the discard function. And okay, yes, I can able to remove the 30. Now discard will also remove the element, but if you want to remove the 50 which is not present, discard will not give any kind of error. If key is present or not, discard will check. If key is present, then it will remove. If not present, then it will not throw an error. But remove will check. If element is present, then it will remove. But if it is not present, then it will throw an error. Hope you understood the discard function and remove function. Remove function will always check whether the element is present or not. If present, then only it will remove. Discard will not check this thing. Discard also is checking. It will check if element is present, then it will simply remove. If element will not present, then it will not remove anything. Okay, fine. What is the difference? Now again, one of the question, what is the difference between this? What is the difference between the remove and discard? I guess everyone can give me the answer. I am not asking with anyone. Now, next function is clear function. Clear function. What do you mean by the clear? Basically, clear function is used to clear the complete data structure, right? Let me copy this only. Okay. And instead of discard, I would like to call the clear function. And if I will print this, okay, 50, oh, sorry. Clear should not ask any argument. And now you can see this was my list, and after clearing, all element has gone and we are getting empty set, right? And empty set we are getting, right? And if you want to add element as dot add here, if you want to add 10, can we add? Yes, we can add. And afterwards, if you want to print, yes, we can print. Yes. Am I getting 10? If you want to update, yes, we can update. How we can update? Let's suppose 10, 30, comma 6, comma 5, comma 8, comma 9. That's all. And if you want to execute, yes, I can do. Any doubt? No doubt. Now try to understand the mathematical operation of the set. I will create for this a separate Python file. Set mathematics. Spelling mistake na? Okay. Let's suppose now first set mathematics, what we are trying to understand, union. What do you mean by the union? Any idea what is union? Any idea? Union function, what is doing union? Venn diagram, how many people are knowing about the Venn diagram? Now if I'll ask the what is the Venn? Yes, combining to, yes. So if we can see, let me show you with the Venn diagram. I guess everyone can see my whiteboard. I shared over the link also. What I was saying, let's suppose this is the one set and this is the another set. Sorry, I'm not using any kind of this pen tab, so that the drawing is something weird. Are you able to see my screen, right? Whiteboard. Okay. Now this is my one set, this is another set, and here one section is common. One section is common. Request to view. Okay. I guess everyone should see, right? No worries. I will see what is the happening here. We can see, yes, they can see, right? Thank you. Someone is saying they can see, someone is saying not, they cannot see. Okay. No worries. No worries, I would like to show you. Now, this whiteboard can see, right, everyone? My whiteboard can see, right? Please give me yes or no. Okay, cool. I can see, you can see the whiteboard. Now just try to understand what I was saying. Let's suppose we have a one set, we have another set. Okay, and this is the set 1 S1, this is the S2. Okay, and just try to understand, if we want to union, if you want to call the union function, then what we are trying to do, we are going to merge this complete two set in a one set. But don't you think so this thing, this part is repeating, right? So if we want to remove this repeating section, this is known as the intersection part, this is known as the intersection part. So how we can remove those things? So first S1 plus S2, I should use pen tab, minus, see in this once intersection came into the picture, but I have to remove that. So S1 intersection S2. So tomorrow onwards I will connect my pen tab, don't worry, but today just consider. So this is all about the union function. So union function at the back end is doing this thing only. Similarly, if we are going to call the intersection function, then intersection function will return only this part. Intersection function will return only this part, this hatching part. Okay, it will not return anything, right? Now let's understand, then let's understand all those things. So union function, I guess my skin is visible, right? Yes. Now just a minute. So we have one set, let's suppose we have one set like 10 20 30 comma 40, we have one set, and we have another set, right, like this 30 40 50 60, we have another set kind of thing. Now if we want to make a union, you know, right, combining of two set. So in this two set, what are the things is getting repeat? 30, and yes, 30 is going to be repeat, 30 is going to be repeat, 40 as well also is getting repeat. Okay, so now print. So whatever repeat is coming, that repeat will come only once. That is my agenda, x dot union, and here we are going to pass the y. And now if we can execute, now can you see this? I'm getting a combined set of x and y. So what is the union? Union, we can use this function to return all element present in the both the set. What is the union is doing? Union is nothing but union is nothing but we can use this function to return all element present in the both the sets, right? Okay, now intersection part, as I told you, right, the common section of the two set is known as the intersection, right? So this is the one set. So let me show you the function. These are the function we know, right? In case of mathematics, when we are studying in our class 12 or 11, we had seen, we did these things as per manually we did it. But Python is giving the inbuilt function which you can apply, and that your task will get it done. Okay. Now I'm going to copy the same set. Okay, and instead of applying union, intersection, and now if I'll execute this, now I can see the common thing. What are the common in both the set? That only it is coming as a set. Now coming to the difference, there is one more function we had seen in our mathematics. One is difference. Difference function. What do you mean by the difference function? Let's suppose we have a same set x and y, and now we are going to call the difference of this. Okay, so print and x dot difference, and here we are passing y. What should be the output? What should be the output? Okay, so what is the common thing? 30 and 40 is the common, right? So it will remove the 30 and 40, and it will check what is the difference of that. So difference is that it will it will go with this from here till the here, and it will check in the x what are the things which is coming inside of y. So 30 and 40 is coming inside of y, so it will remove that 30 and 40 and it will return what is not in y. Okay, so now if I'll execute, now you can see, I can see the 10 and 20. So difference function will return me what are the element is not present in the another set. Let's suppose we have a two set x and y, right? And in x 10 20 30 40 is there, right? And in y 30 40 50 60 are there. 30 and 40 both are common inside of x and y, right? So it will remove those 30 and 40 and it will return me what are the element is not present in y. So this is all about the difference function. Now, okay, I guess this is all about okay, so indexing and slicing will not applicable. Yes, I know. Okay, let me give you one assignment to you, so that please try to do at least from your end. I guess you guys are much clear about the concept of data structure. Now only one data structure is pending, which is dictionary data structure. So this is the one question: write a program to print a different vowel present in the given word. Different vowel, right? So what you have to do, you have to take a name input. You can ask with the user input. Let's suppose input user is asking PyBron. Input is giving by the user is PyBron. And now in this PyBron, what are the vowels are present? That vowel you have to output should be this. In this, what are the vowels are there? O is vowel, right? So output should be this. That's all. You have to do like this. This is the input, this is the output. This should be the output, right? So yes, yeah guys, that's all about the set data structure. And we have one more data structure is pending, then function, then module, then package, then file handling. This will take another 1 week. I guess this week we can cover up our scripting part, scripting technique of Python. And another techniques, as I told you, right, modular programming, which is very, very important, and industry are looking for the modular programmer, not a scripter. Because if you are a scripting expert, then why they will hire you? They can hire DevOps team. DevOps can do all those things. This Python, simple Python code, they can also write. Why they are going to hire you? You are a programmer. You will be a part of development team. So your right to make a code in a structured manner, so that maintenance of the code will be easy. So yes, that's all about for today. If you have any question, then please unmute yourself and you can ask me. Meanwhile, I am going to stop sharing and I can take some of the questions. Yes. No question? Okay, fine. So guys, we can wrap it up for today. We will start tomorrow the dictionary data structure and function. We'll try to cover these two techniques tomorrow. Tomorrow agenda will be this dictionary and function. And for sure many more things. If you have any doubt, I guess I shared questions also. Let me do the one thing. Let me compose the mail so that today's notes will not get missed, because after the class I also used to miss all those things. So yeah, so better with the class itself if we can pass these things. And sometime if you'll miss, please remind me over the group so that I can add it up. Okay, that is not a hard and fast. Maybe sometime I'm missing also. So morning batch, where is the morning batch? And we had seen today set math. Three things we had discussed. And yeah. So yes, documents and today's class notes also I shared. Just go through that, and today recording also will get updated today by end of the day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Happy day. Good day. Thank you. अरे यार, ये रिकॉर्डिंग चालू ही है, जूम रिकॉर्डिंग चालू ही है। बड़ा बना